Why play Sona Support? She provides a huge amount of mobility, damage, and healing for your entire team. She's an amazing team fighter and an absolute beast in the late game. However, she is incredibly mana hungry, she's incredibly squishy, especially early game, and you don't get access to a lot of her benefits until later in the game. There's a lot to go over with her abilities. Firstly, her passive has two effects. The first passive gives her ability haste when she lands a Q on enemy champions, or healing and shielding on your allies with W. And the other part to the passive is every third auto attack is buffed with a power core depending on which ability last used. Each of Sona's abilities do something straight away, then they put an aura around you, and then they can be buffed with your power cord. Her Q deals damage to 2 enemies nearby. It grants an area around you which gives all allies bonus damage on their next attack, and if used before a power cord, your next auto attack does extra damage. Her W heals herself and an ally. It grants an area around you which shields allies, and if used before power cord, it reduces the damage output of that target. Think of it as a mini exhaust. Her E grants herself movement speed. It grants an area around her which will speed up allies, and if used before power cord, it will apply a large slow. And finally, her ult is a large AoE ability which will stun and deal damage, and as a bonus, it makes the targets dance while stunned. For Masteries, go for this. It's everything you need and makes your late game even better. For build order, start Spell Thief Pots, before going tier 2 boots, your Moonstone Renewer and an Archangel Staff, so you may want an early tier. As 4th and 5th item, you always want a Putrefier and a Staff of Flowing Water, and as a final item, get any of these. For skill order, start Q, then W, then E, before maxing Q, then W, then E. However, if you're behind, take more into W, and of course take ult whenever you can. For summoners, take Flash and Exhaust. However, you can take Ignite if you think you can kill them early. During the lane phase, your ability to trade is amazing. Using Q, followed by a power cord attack, does amazing damage. After you've put out this large amount of damage, your W will heal and shield you and your ally, negating a large amount of their return damage. After you've taken several good trades, you should be in a good position to look to bully your opponent out of lane. You can make them back to get free tower plates, or simply kill them. Even during the lane phase, your ability to run down opponents is amazing, with your E letting you and your carry run at them, and your power cord E applying a large slow. Use this to find isolated targets and get kills. During the mid game, always be looking for these isolated targets. As we just said, your ability to run at them and lock them down with your ultimate is amazing. In this clip, you can see with Sona's abilities we easily catch up to and kill Kate. Also, during the mid game, always be looking to roam mid. With tier 2 boots and your E, you roam incredibly quickly and you can put out some impressive damage and CC. Forcing their mid laner away means more plates and more control over scuttles and dragons for you. Finally, during late game team fights is where Sona truly shines. Look to engage with your ultimate, otherwise keep it for when you can hit multiple targets at a crucial moment in the team fight. Following this, your low cooldowns allow you to put out constant AoE heals, shields, and speed ups, as well as putting out great damage. Always be looking to force these team fights because the value you provide gives your team a huge edge. The way you convert all of this into a win is by getting those picks and rundowns in the mid game, which gives you more dragons and more towers, which will give you more map control. Having more map control allows you to choose the team fights that are best for you, where you absolutely shine.